Today was a really good reaction from our team after the last game, and we know we're usually really good at home. We play well in front of our fans, who once again came out. But it was a good reaction. I thought it was mature, it was complete, and we've been looking for that performance. And we think, as a staff and a team and a club, it might have been our best performance since League's Cup run last year. That just start to finish, a team that met the demands of a real game. Like, it was a good game. I mean, Charlotte's a good team. You look at their results, you look at the quality they have, the quality up the pitch, all around the pitch, the results, that our team met the demands of a good game against a good team. Physically, we were up for it. Tactically, I thought we were pretty organized and smart. Technically, we were able to make a few plays, and then principally, like, we stuck to who we were. I think that was a big part of it. If we look at the back line and Maxu and Cheeto and Keegan and Ian and around the pitch, aggressiveness, tempo, this was good to see. So I think lots of good performances around the pitch. Mihalovic gets a couple, which is nice. But I think it was a really good team performance and a good shutout for us at home.
Brain Nurse with the Denver Post, just seemed, given everything you just said, 23 shots on the night, for a while it seemed like maybe you wouldn't get rewarded for it. Just how much of a relief was it to see Georgie get that first one?
Yeah, I mean, a relief. Yeah, it's a night where we're pushing, and I thought in the second half, I thought we had a pretty good first half, but in the second half, we felt it building. We felt it coming. But to give Charlotte a lot of credit, they're blocking shots, putting their bodies on the line. You can see a winning mentality and belief in their team to defend their goal really well. But we felt like it was coming. Was it going to be the extra pass or the extra touch to elude a body in the box, or a moment of some real good stuff where Omir, I thought the subs came on and did a nice job. Him and Calvin got into lots of little moments, and Omir helps get the goal, and Georgie has a really clinical finish, also puts the through ball for Hoffa, and Hoffa got taken down for the penalty. But yeah, a night that we knew we'd push it. I thought we looked pretty mature in that way, although it got a little bit open in moments. That comes with it as you commit numbers and bodies. But the guys get a lot of credit because they earned it. They really earned it and put together a couple of good plays, the first goal and the penalty, meaning the play that led up to it.
Matt Pollard, Burgundy Wave. Chris, you had a really good line last week about play fast without rushing. I thought the team grew into the game and did a better job of that. Was it a repetitions thing in training? Is it a coaching mental thing? What clicked today?
Well, listen, Matt, I mean, the guys, they're capable. It's not a can't do or a won't do. It's they can do it, right? So it was the message, one of the messages at halftime. That, again, we're going to raise the tempo, guys. In our building, we know we at altitude, we can push the tempo, but let's play quickly and fast without rushing, 100 to 70, just to downshift a little bit in the decisive moments, we say. So if you think about both goals, right? I mean, Omir gets in, takes a guy, and then lays off a good one for Georgie. He slows down enough to finish that off, and even the next play that leads to the penalty, how Georgie, and look, what I kept saying to him is, anytime he's close enough to me, Georgie, just stay in it, because you can see these moments where he's passing the ball and there could be frustration there. I said, Georgie, it's coming, just stay with it. But on that second goal, the pass he gives to play Hoffa through is a really, really good one. The timing, the weight of the pass. So yeah, these moments where they have it in them, but it's not so easy when there's another team trying to take away the speed, take away the depth. So the guys, they met the demands tonight. They really earned those 3 points, and they were really important 3 points for us as we creep a little bit higher for the time being.
Hi, Keith Richards, Team MBS Media. Correct me if I'm saying this wrong, but one of the sayings for the team over the past 2 seasons is stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And it's 6 matches now, it's 3 clean sheets with many different people playing on the back line. What can you say about that performance of the back line tonight, and how that saying ties into how well they've been able to play this season with the quality of attackers they've had to face?
Yeah, Keith, I like that you say it. You'd be on my team. You're taking in the information. Good. See you Tuesday at training. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? I think it's a good one for these players that they can just it keeps them in the mode, in the mindset, keeps them sharp, keeps them hungry, really tuned in. So when their number is called, they can meet the demands. And, for Ian Murphy, who stepped in, Keegan has been on left, he's been on the right. So I think that, if we talk specifically about the back line, if, Ian Murphy coming in, but I think what we've said to these guys is stick to it. Just we've planted seeds. We're watering it. The sun's, you might not see the growth all the time, but just stick to it, guys. We're not changing things. Stick to it, and let's actually double down on it. And that's what this week was about in training. Just, again, we're a team that doesn't really, tonight, yes, they're happy, but we're never too high or low. And we have a process. We have a way of doing things around here. We have principles of play, let's say, every team has, that becomes your reference point of at halftime, what do you say? We get right back to who we are and what we're setting out to do. But tonight was a really good example of who we can be. And that should become, for me, a benchmark. We've raised the bar a little bit of focus and concentration and sticking to who we are and meeting the demands, again, of a really good game. So, yes, the stay ready to get ready is something we talk a lot about here for guys that aren't always on the inside straight away, with the starts.
You mentioned Omir's value off the bench. He's got 2 assists off the bench this year. Is there kind of a decision to be made at this point about who's starting out wide, or is that kind of his role at this point, is coming off the bench?
No, it's not a role. Omir's a starter in this league. I think on our team he is a starter. Did he start tonight? No, but no, it's not. He's not that 6th man automatic, come on in and accumulate certain amount of minutes that way. No, it's competitive. The internal competition that we have going on. Listen, guys, when Connor Ronan, Sam Vines, Ku DiPietro, they're coming back in. I don't know which coach has to make these decisions, who's out, but and who's in. It's me, obviously. But this becomes tricky, but in good teams, this is what it is. So, no, Omir, the best part about what you've seen lately with him, and not just lately, but we've seen it this year, he had a tremendous offseason. Omir came in the fittest that he's been. He's had the best offseason that he's had. He was the fittest that he's been, and he's had a good season so far, but the competition's tight, So, no, we're not. We make these decisions that come midweek, towards the end of the week, and it's why many days on our inter-squads midweek we're balancing teams out and partnering up certain things around the pitch, maybe Georgie with Rafa, but Omir's making a case for himself, so it's a good performance off the bench and helps us get the first goal for sure.
Hi, Chris. Adam Bushby, Glory Magazine. I just wanted to know if it's results like today and performances like today's that make you feel that the blueprint has now got total buy-in by the players. Is that how it feels to you?
No, if I'm honest, I feel a big buy-in from when I'm in the middle of training and running training, and I look in this very room, I look at the faces that there's engagement, there's buy-in. So results, when I'm asking for a mid-block and tight and hunt mode and like 23 shots to 10 maybe, that helps the buy-in. The win helps the buy-in, like even more. But no, I have an engaged group. It's why we have the most high-speed running in the entire MLS. We run, we fight, but so I already know this. Again, I think you can look at the engage of the room oftentimes, and I'm not always saying I'm a great coach, but I'm pretty good at reading the room and feeling the energy and what's going on and the commitment to what's going on. So wins like this, especially when we say, okay, guys, here's the match plan, right? Here's exactly what we were asking, and when they do it, it works, that helps. But no, the buy-in is strong around here. I feel a lot of belief from the players, and they give an awful lot. It's easy for me to ask for the running and the sprinting, and harder for them to do it, but I see the engagement all along.
Chris, Taking nothing away from what Adam Beaudry did last week, excuse me. Zach Steffen comes back, looks comfortable. Defense did a lot to where there were large stretches where he didn't have a lot to do. When he had to, he came up big. Your thoughts on him coming off, maybe playing with a little bit of flu and getting another clean sheet?
Listen, Adam Beaudry. First off, he's a tremendous goalkeeper, and he is a future. He's got a big future. If we're being honest, in many ways, we hope that's here with us at some point. But his exposure when he's on the youth national teams, and he's got a big future ahead of himself. And we didn't do him great service, when he was in the net last week, where we could have defended better in front of him. When Zach's back in, he obviously brings quality, brings leadership, and on the night, he made some big saves. He makes a big one at 0-0, down low to his left, and his distribution was solid. But he was steady once again. And Zach is bringing the steady guy, the winner, the leader that we need back there. So when we talk about our back line, and we have these unit meetings in this room with the back line, Zach's always in that. And Adam, the goalkeepers, they're part of that. They're connected to the back line. So another day at the office for Zach Steffen, but solid. We needed him tonight. He came up when he needed to.
Don Pablo Represent, great game coach. Excuse me. Can you comment on Connor and then the debut of Alex Harris tonight?
Connor is going to need a couple of weeks. He's feeling good. Obviously, he was around the team yesterday and gave us a little bit of a boost. Yeah, he's such a good player, and he's had a little bit of a hamstring, gets healthy, looking sharp, gets some minutes last week, then has this appendicitis. But in this moment, it's just about general health. Get back. He's a very fit player. He's so intelligent. He can run all day. So I won't be surprised if he beats the timeline to get back in a couple weeks. Alex Harris, it's always tricky, guys, right? If I'm being honest, you have Georgi Mihalovic and Rafa Navarro, your DPs. Do you take them off? Do you bring energy in? Your leadership? Like we said, Yappy and Alex, go ahead. Come on, let's attack these guys. And when they came in, they brought big energy, and you can see Alex is jumping out at the center back, then he's back on the 6. And him and Yappy were, the way they're defending in the mid block was good. And we've seen Alex now even do that with the second team, Rapids 2, and all of preseason. So Alex Harris is an energetic, quick. He's a goal scorer, but he's intelligent, so we can use him as a striker, even a winger. So good for him to get the debut. With even thinking Sam Bassett's done so well, we could have given him those minutes too, and to try to close it out. But we thought it might have been good for Alex. Speaking of a boost, I have to say in this moment, take advantage of this opportunity. A boy Neymar, who has inspired our team. A boy with leukemia that all of last year would come out to training and be around our team, and he popped up at training with his dad, Ever, a few days ago, and nearly brought half our staff to tears. And he was in our huddle, 8 or 9 years old, telling the guys that they need to win. They got to play better, and they have to win. I mean, you wouldn't believe the inspiration our boys have given him, and that he gives our team. And I saw him tonight, and he was in tears after. But yeah, this if our job around here is to inspire our community and our local community, that Rapids, that team out there, they make me really proud that they do that, and maybe change that kid Neymar's life. I promise you. Maybe maybe he changes their lives, and me.
Coach Marco Cummings, Denver Gazette. Tonight, the club did a pretty cool thing where they let fans bring their dogs into the stadium. Just wondering if you had any thoughts on that and the energy in the stadium tonight.
Yeah, listen, I'm a dog lover, and it's a good thing that my wife and my dog Leo are in New York right now. Because if he came to the stadium, he's a 15-pound cockapoo, and he would have attacked everybody, which I blame the parents, my wife and me. We enable, and we're terrible parents. But, yeah, look, I think it's pretty cool. Nice initiative by our club to just, bring some excitement into the crowd, and especially here in Colorado, it's so dog-friendly. And, I think the energy in the stands was great tonight. You can hear it, you can feel it. you can see it, and our players feed off of that. I feed off of it. You know, I think it's we try to play with energy to engage our fans, and our fans give energy, and we play off of that. And it's player to player, coach to player, player to fans, fans to. This is really good stuff. But yeah, it's a nice. Yeah, I love that. This night of celebrating the pets and dogs. It's again, Leo back in New York was a good thing.